Black Chrysanthemum was in it, baby. Let's jump right into it.
Boom, you looking for this?
Okay, let's open up with a recap.
As we usually do. So this episode starts off with the water guys, we're calling him.
Yeah, it's
the water boy. Adam Sandler. No, okay.
I wish, dude. I wish Adam Sandler.
So he comes in. I feel like a couple episodes, or hadn't they? The first episode started this way, where they come in and give him.
Yeah, it was tribute time, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah. So this guy comes in. He has a complaint that Boba's not doing a good job controlling the streets, and that there's these droid people harassing him, and Boba confronts them and recruits the droid people. He finds out that the water guys hiked up his prices.
Yeah, basically. What a loser, dude.
And he's been scamming people, so Boba ends up recruiting the droid people.
Yeah, we'll just call them the cyberpunks.
The cyberpunks.
Wake up, mommy. But that's basically what it's like. They're like cyberpunk people. And he recruits them and basically tells the water guy to knock down his prices. But
yeah.
So now he's recruited. Let's think about this. He's recruited the 2 Gamorrean guards, and he's also recruited those 4 people. He's kind of getting himself an army, dude. And he's gonna need it. He's gonna need it,
dude. I love those 2 Gamorrean guards. Are some of my favorite characters.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, they're no Boba, but which we haven't seen a lot of Boba like in fights yet. But so Boba goes back to his good old back to tank. You know, he has a very, very special relationship with that back to tank. Goes back and he has another dream about where he goes to the Pike Syndicate to receive the payment for that protection he offered them on the way back. And they tell him that the Nikto bike gang has already received it. And so Boba was like, okay, I'm going to go take care of him or whatever. He goes back to his Tusken encampment, and all of his Tusken friends have died.
Dude, it's so sad.
That was sad, dude. Like, it just pans over. He's got the little stick from that little kid. And then it pans, and you see the leader of the gang just gone.
And it's kind of reminiscent of what Anakin did to them.
Yeah, when he slaughtered all of those Tuskens or whatever. And you have to think, like, before this, we really just thought Tuskens were mindless, raiders. Like,
yeah.
That's really all we thought they were. But like, they actually have culture and everything like that. So it really hits harder. Especially, that's a good point, though.
Yeah, now that we know more about him, dude, this one hurt.
Yeah, and so does Anakin's. Really, when you think about it.
Yeah, that makes it even more dark, man.
Yeah, which, I mean, they did kind of, were mean to his mom, but still.
Yeah. So Boba returns back to the Tusken encampment, as we talked about.
Yeah.
And the dream ends. But when he wakes up, Chrysanthemum is right there, dude. Literally as soon as he wakes up.
Oh, yeah, he was right there, dude. I mean, I like to watch Boba when he sleeps, too, but I mean, it's kind of weird.
he's just like...
yeah, he's just like, what?
And so Boba wakes up and a fight ensues. And for a second there, Boba, I mean, in his defense, he was in the back to tank.
Yeah, dude, all he had was his back to diaper on. I mean, he didn't have his gear, dude.
Yeah, so he wakes up and he gets a couple stabs on Chrysanthemum.
Yeah.
But then Chrysanthemum gets him in like this little bear hug.
Oh yeah, dude.
This Wookie hug.
You know when Chewbacca did it was game over. So you had to know it was worse with the Chrysanthemum.
You hear bones breaking.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that was. Yeah, you heard like a couple cracks. You could see his toe. It looked like it had broken.
Yeah, and then for the second time in this show, which is cool. Boba's mercy on these people has come back to save him.
Oh yeah,
like with the Gamorrean guards, they saved him from the first assassins, and so the people he recruited in this episode come back and stow away Black Chrysanthemum for a little bit.
Oh yeah, dude, and then they eventually trap him in the Rancor pit. No Rancor, but still, I mean, maybe eventually they'll get a Rancor. But no Rancor right now. They trap him in the Rancor pit. I love how like Chrysanthemum has a skill to like hang on barely, and he looked like he could pull himself back up, and Fennec was like no, and throws like a little knife at his hand and makes him fall.
She took it out of the stock of her.
It was like really. It's like a secret.
That was sick. But I'm gonna say this. That reminded me of Solo. Remember when Chewbacca's trapped in that
pit with like all the mud and crap.
That's what it reminded me of.
Yeah, and he used to eat people.
Yeah.
Dude. I mean, Chewbacca and Chrysanthemum, one and the same, dude. Because they're the same person. Yeah, that's a good point, though. I didn't even think about that. So Boba then goes out. So Boba and Fennec talk or whatever, and they figure out the Hutt twins are on their way back to confront him. And they basically tell him that they want nothing to do with Tatooine, that somebody else has already laid claim to it. So at this point in the episode, we hadn't figured out who that was yet, but we'll figure it out in a minute. Boba and Fennec, because they don't know anything about it, they call Cap. and they let them go away. And Boba also releases Black Chrysanthemum, who basically walks away, and we don't see where he goes, who he goes with.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, the twins gave him a warning.
Yeah.
And was like, yeah, there's a war about to start.
Mm-hmm.
And they reveal that the mayor is the one who I guess gave claim to this other people that's about to start the war with Boba.
Yeah.
But at this point, as you said, we don't know who they are.
Yeah, so, and I also like how they left Black Chrysanthemum's story open, like kind of a lot like what they did with Kingpin and Hawkeye, which they killed him off screen, quote unquote, but like they left his story open. So, I think we might see him in another show. So,
yeah,
definitely in the Obi-Wan show, I think, but in a future show, like with a later timeline. Yeah. So then Boba and Fennec go to confront the mayor, but he isn't there.
Yeah, we get the representative again.
Yeah,
and he's trying to stall. Like he knows, as you said last episode, dude.
He
knows something's going on.
Yeah.
So he's trying to stall, and then eventually he goes. He's like, "Okay, I can make an opening."
Yeah.
After Fennec's like,
"Hey, I got my gun. I'm gonna Han Solo your Rodian, my guy."
Yeah. So he goes back into where the mayor is and says he's gonna get him. And
yeah.
Then he leaves. He flees.
Yeah. So he locks the door and he just dips. So
yeah,
he hops on a speeder, bro. But basically, they chase him down. It was kind of a sick scene. So they have like all of the cyberpunk people hop on their cyberpunk speeders, and they're just chasing him down. And they finally get him to stop. They crash him into this fruit stand, and Boba. You just see Boba land with his jetpack, and just like casual. And they take him up. But basically, we see the Pikes land in this like kind of like charter ship, like a really nice charter ship. They depart from the ship, and we see a bunch, like there's like 20 or something of them. And Boba's spy lets him know that they have arrived. So we figure out the Pikes are the one who have laid claim to Mos Espa.
All right, that's what the representative told him once they called him. Boba's like, who's in there with whatever. So and then one of the cyberpunk kids says there's like 4 dozen of them at least.
Yeah,
and Fennec's like, there's gonna be way more.
Oh yeah, as the Hutt twins said, this is the beginning of war.
So they're gonna need some firepower, man. That's what and Boba said they're gonna be ready. So who are they gonna recruit, dude?
That's a good question.
Biggest question.
That is a good question because it's actually not on our biggest questions. But I like that question. Who do I think that they recruit?
Could they go back to? Go ahead.
I feel like they got Black Chrysanthemum. I feel like
he'd come back.
I feel like he could come back. What do you think about other bounty hunters like Bosk or?
Yeah, Bosk would be sick. They did mention his kind right in this episode.
Yeah, Trandoshans. They have like a whole section of the city to themselves.
Yeah, so maybe he could unite. This episode was called like the streets of Mos Espa.
Yeah,
maybe he could unite the streets.
That's a good point. Kind of like get like. Oh, that's a good point.
I got a feeling. Yeah, so right now, like the water guy was like, yeah, the people don't like you, but. Eventually, the people are going to see his mercy, and that he's going to be the best daimyo for him.
Yeah,
and they're all going to unite and fight back against the Pike. Like, we want Boba.
Exactly. That's a good point. Yeah, because like they appreciate the way he leads. Instead of using fear as a tactic, he uses respect and justice. So actually, yeah, that's a good point. I feel like he will get a very good. I mean, we could see some Tusken Raider camps in there. If he made friends with somebody from, I mean, I feel like we'll see somebody from his past as well. Like this past is now moving on from the Tusken camp to something else. So I feel like we could see, somebody from his past.
Dude, this is in our biggest questions, but we didn't see the very skilled combatant Tusken Raider. What if she or he comes back in the
No, dude, I'd be down for it. I mean, do they really even need an army at that point? I mean, really, do they even
need one-man army, dude? Or one man or one woman army, dude.
Yeah,
it's insane.
I mean, that person's insane. Not gonna lie, dude. But I mean, you just gotta feel bad for the rest of them, dude.
Yeah, rest in peace.
But let's open up with our biggest question. So, we didn't mention this, but Boba does get a Rancor from the Hutts. That's
3 times in a row. I think. Yeah, I got to do it 7 times now at this point. I'm on the roll.
Yes,
the Hutts.
Yeah, the Hutts. He gets one from the Hutts, and so some fans might be asking, is that Moochie from the Bad Batch? I don't think so. I don't think it's definitely not Moochie. Although we don't know what happened to that. I guess that was the one in Return of the Jedi. Is kind of what they were setting that up in Bad Batch. It's never really been confirmed, but since Bib Fortuna picked it up and it was around that time period,
Yeah.
You know, it seems like that would be the one from Return of the Jedi, so I don't think that's Moochie.
I heard rumblings of Moochie from the first episode when there was nothing in there.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, eventually Moochie. So, I mean...
It could be. You mean, you never know.
Yeah, but at this point...
I don't know, like, the growth and development of Rancors, like, how long it takes them to reach, adolescence to fully mature, so... But,
All right, so our next biggest question is, and we talked about this a little bit, will Black Chrysanthemum be back?
Oh, yeah.
In this show, do you think?
Oh, he'll definitely be back in the future and in the past. I feel like he'll be in the Obi-Wan show, and I feel like they might give him like a solo series.
I feel like he's most likely to be back in the past.
Yeah, for sure.
Like next.
But they definitely left his future open, which is a good thing because this is on timeline with Mandalorian. So, and that, as far as we're concerned, that's as far as we're going. Like, I don't count the sequel trilogy. So, I think he'll be back, and I think if he does come back in this show, I think he'll be on Boba's side. I think he'll respect Boba for basically letting him go.
That's kind of, dude. We've seen it with the Gamorrean guards. We've seen it with the Cyberpunk kids, and now I think we're gonna see it with Black Chrysanthemum.
I mean, you can't go against the trends, dude. As Lane Kiffin says, man, analytics matter.
This is 4th and 27, dude.
Yes.
We're going for it. Black Chrysanthemum's gonna be back.
Yeah, I believe, dude. So I think he'll be back. Another question we got is, where's the mayor?
We never did see him, dude. Unless it's all a front, as you said.
Yeah.
And the rep is the mayor, but...
I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like the rep is very sus. Like, did the mayor know about, like, could the mayor have been collateral to the Pikes somehow? Like, maybe he was some kind of important figure and the representative was an insider for the Pikes and he just, like, gave them the mayor.
I'm getting Iron Man 3 vibes, as I said last episode. I feel like the rep might be the actual Mandarin here.
Yeah.
And then the mayor is Trevor Slaughter.
Yeah, I agree with that. And so, but that's what I'm saying. Like, where is the mayor right now? I mean, he said he's with the Pikes, but can we really believe what that guy said, what the representative said?
No.
So,
because we never saw what happened to the rep. I feel like he was just trying to get Boba and them off his tail. Like,
yeah, probably.
As far as Boba might know, but as far as we know, what Boba knows, he doesn't know anything about the rep.
No,
not anything else involved.
Yeah, exactly. But I just don't. I don't know where he's at. I think he's. I mean, they said he's with the Pikes. So maybe he wasn't. Maybe he's not in charge of the Pikes, but I feel like maybe he's collateral somehow. Like, kind of like. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I feel like he definitely is with the Pikes. I don't know if the rep was capping about that.
Yeah, I think so too. So our next question is, as we said before, where is this Tusken Raider lady or guy?
We didn't see. Okay, we saw like the leader dead.
Yeah.
We saw the little kid dead. We didn't see we saw some other ones, but they weren't like major characters.
That had been deliberate because she. I guess we're just gonna say, or she or he was a big part of the flashbacks.
Yeah, especially like with Boba too. Like they basically trained Boba in uses of gaffy stick and stuff like that, and saved Boba on the train. So I feel like he's I feel like he's gonna be back.
I think so too. I'm getting Rogue One vibes here.
Yeah.
At the end of Rogue One, they all came in with the ships and stuff. I feel like, not that scale obviously, but I feel like you're gonna get Black Chrysanthemum, that Tusken Raider. Some other Tusken Raider camps.
Yeah, exactly. I don't disagree with that, and I feel like the Pikes are just such a hated syndicate anyway.
Yeah.
And maybe we could see. I mean, maybe even the Hutts come back and help, which I doubt they will because they say war is bad for business. But still, like, who knows who's gonna team up at this point? But I feel like we'll see all hands on deck.
Could we see Mando at the very end?
You never know, dude. We could see Ahsoka.
This could lead into season 3 of Mando, though.
Yeah, that's true. That could be why they delayed it so long, because it feels like it's been a long time since I've heard anything about Mando, so that could be why. That's a good point. And so, finally, did the Pikes tip the Nikto gang off about the Tusken Raider camp? So, like...
In that flashback.
Yeah, so in the flashback. Sorry, I should have clarified that. So, basically... Did the Pikes tell the Nikto gang what they told Boba? Basically, like they wanted to pay protection to one person or to one group, not to both.
I think surely they did.
And so if they got there, it's confirmed they got there first, the Pikes could have told them that, and then they just went and raised the camp.
Yeah, and they would have known Boba wasn't there.
Yeah, exactly.
Most likely they'd have been like, "Oh, he's on the way to get his payment. This is your time to go kill him."
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, and so I didn't like consciously put that together, but now that I think about it, it makes a lot of sense, which is very sad. I hope Boba absolutely slaughters them next episode.
Because when the representative was like, he's with the Pikes or whatever, he's like, "Oh, the Pikes."
Yeah.
So I think they have a past, and we might see some of that in the flashbacks.
Oh yeah, we're gonna see it for sure. I like the way that they're doing this.
Yeah,
so
sick.
it like the way they're making his past like still impact his future today. It's pretty cool.
It's cool.
But let's head to our verdict. Well, not really our verdict. Let's just head to our favorite things about the episode.
Okay.
We we like the episode, so
Yeah. So my favorite thing about the episode was when Black Chrysanthemum was camping the back to sink.
Dude, like I said, I mean, I don't blame you for staring at Boba when he's sleeping, dude. I mean, I like to do that as well, but like, I mean, he was kind of sus, dude. He was like,
and we hadn't mentioned this yet. Me and you both thought it was a dream.
Yeah, I actually really did think it was a dream because like the back to tank opens up and then he just like yeets him out of there, and I was like, oh, Boba's still dreaming.
Yeah.
But then the other 4 people came in there. I was like, hey, well, this isn't a dream.
Yeah, see, up until they came in there, I thought he was going to kill Boba in the dream, and then he was going to wake up.
Also, I do want to take a second to appreciate how Black Chrysanthemum left a perfectly good back to tank to rest. You know, he didn't break the back to tank to get Boba out. Yeah, I mean, he appreciates fine. Dude, if he had broken the back to tank, Boba might have would have killed him. He might have would have killed him. No.
My back to tank.
Not my back to tank. Dude, I thought when his jetpack fell, because he like threw him into the jetpack, and I thought the jetpack was going to release the rocket and it hit Black Chrysanthemum in the chest. Like, I legit thought that was going to happen. But my favorite thing is, speaking of jetpack, and that was non-intended segment.
That was nice.
Boba using his jetpack finally, dude. I feel like that whole chase scene, like, Boba really could have just chased him down in like 5 seconds with the jetpack. But I just feel like that they probably don't want to spend. I mean, like you pointed out, like character development and stuff like that for those people, like to prove that they're loyal to Boba because he does show up like right after. But also just kind of feel like his they don't really want to waste the money on CGI and stuff like that for his jetpack like that much. You know, like he could use it whenever he wants to.
Yeah. So I feel like they're saving it for like the end. He's gonna be just like flying around.
Same kind of like with Mando's jetpack. Like he used it in very rare circumstances. Like he had it, but he used it very rarely. So I just thought it was funny that he used it and it, like just pops up and he's like, yeah, bro. Boba's just amazing, dude.
Yeah, I love Boba.
I mean, is there anything different? I mean, that's how. I love Boba, dude.
I love Boba. I love this show.
Yeah, the show's pretty good. Episode 4, I think, is going to be really good. I mean, I know some people are complaining saying it's a little bit slow, but I mean, I like the world building that it's doing because it's really laying out much more beyond. Like, it has its own scope, of course, but it can set up. It has a lot of other setups too, and that's what I like about it.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's pretty much all we got. Let us know what you thought of the episode, and thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one.